Hey everyone, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. Today we are cleaning up the kitchen, which is a lot easier now that I have organized the kitchen and downsized a lot of our unnecessary things. I'm also going to be making a pot of chili because I was already in the kitchen. We were having chili that night and I decided that it would be best to make the chili while I'm cleaning, because that way while the chili is simmering, I can continue to clean and get all of the dishes done so that I can keep on keeping my house super picked up, or at least my kitchen super picked up. Here I'm just loading the dishes that we used at breakfast. I had made bacon and eggs and stuff, so I had a few dishes around to do. And if you notice in my cabinet are my brand new, very simple and cost-effective dishes from Walmart. If you remember, I changed out all of my excessive red dishes to just a 4-piece set, so 4 plates, 4 bowls, 4 dessert plates, and that's been it. And it's been working great to keep the dishes from stacking up in my kitchen, because if I want to eat, I have to do my dishes. It's just one of those things. And by the way, I love this pan that I'm cleaning right now. I bought it because it said it wouldn't warp. That is not entirely true. It doesn't warp at like anything under 400 degrees, but anything over 400 degrees, it warps in the oven. But it is a breeze to clean up. As you can see, it just washes up beautifully, and I don't generally have to do too much scrubbing on it. All right, so here I'm getting started on that chili I had mentioned. This is not my recipe. It's from, I think it's Dinner Then Dessert. I'll make sure and link it in the description below if you want to check it out. I made a couple of substitutions just to fit, our family. For one, it calls for masa flour. I used almond flour because we tend to trend a little bit lower carb. But yeah, it's super good. We have so much chili. But that's okay, because what I did was I'm freezing it in smaller portions so that as we need it, we can just pull out just what we need and not have to worry about it. But yeah, it was super easy to make, came together all in one pot beautifully. And it's not spicy. You could definitely spice it up if you wanted to, but as the recipe is written, I did not find it to be overly spicy at all. Okay, so now that I got the chili going, what I'm gonna do next is clean up while this chili is simmering. You may be wondering why I chose to do the chili in the middle of cleaning. A couple of reasons. One, I needed to get it done because it's for lunch/dinner tonight. And two, it only made sense if I was already going to dirty up some dishes. Let's go ahead and dirty them up before I run the dishwasher, before I, get all of the dishes clean. And then that is out of the way, because while this is simmering, I can go ahead and do things like cleaning the coffee bar, cleaning out the fridge, wiping down the microwave and stove, things like that. So that's why I chose in this particular case to go ahead and do a bit of cooking in the middle of doing all of this. So, yep, let's get going. Here I'm just cleaning up the ingredients that I used to make that's my dog, to make the chili. And of course, setting the timer for 60 minutes because it needed to simmer for an hour. I find it's a lot easier now that I have kind of trained my brain a bit to clean as I go. And one of the things I noticed was I had left my tea pitcher out while I was doing all of this and decided to go ahead and make some cold brew iced tea. So I just wanted to get that steeping while I finished going ahead and cleaning up. Again, remember, ADHD brain, so my brain just happened to see the tea pitcher and I remembered, oh yeah, I got that out like an hour ago to make tea, and I didn't make tea. So if you are new here, you'll see me skip around some. I try to stay on task. I'm not very good at staying on task because my brain is just not wired that way. I applaud people who can, That is not me, but at the end of the day, I do get everything done.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you?
A few weeks ago, our ice maker broke, so we, instead of having it repaired because, whew, those prices, we picked up a countertop ice maker, and I have really enjoyed that. Ooh, look at that delicious chili. It was so good. Even now watching the playback, I can taste it, and most of it's frozen, but yeah, it's really good. And then here, by the time I got all that done, of course, it was lunchtime, so I fed my husband and son, and now I'm just putting the lunch dishes in, and then I'll get the dishwasher going here in a few minutes and get that done. I also had some extra dishes because I had cleaned out the refrigerator, and I swear I filmed it. I cannot for the life of me find the footage of me filming cleaning out, or the footage of me cleaning out the refrigerator. I don't know where it went, but a lot of these dishes you're seeing didn't come from lunch. They're coming from the fridge clean out, because this was filmed on a Tuesday and our trash day is on Wednesday. So on Tuesdays I try to go through the refrigerator and just get out, you know, anything we're not using, any leftovers, anything that's expired, which we really don't have too much of a problem with expired stuff because I try and keep on top of that. So now we're cleaning up supper dishes because it literally took me all day to do this because I kept getting interrupted for various reasons. On this night I had made shrimp scampi, so everything had to be cleaned and disinfected because I do not play with cross-contamination or contaminating my kitchen. So I treat it like chicken, beef, like anything. But I'm probably 10 times more careful when it comes to seafood, just because I think nothing can make a person sicker than shrimp that didn't get cleaned up properly. So I do disinfect all of the counters, the stove, the sink, everything gets disinfected anytime I cook shrimp or anything else.
Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever.
Here I'm just spraying down my stovetop with my Method degreaser. I love that stuff. It cleans it up so well, and through the magic of editing, it looks like I just sprayed it on and then immediately wiped it up. I actually sprayed it on, did a few other things, then came back because I wanted to let it sit so that I could make sure everything came up. But of course, nobody wants to just watch degreaser work, so I edit out the waiting part and wipe it down. And then here I'm just spraying down the counters. Now you're going to see me on film just doing this counter. I did that because, I mean, once you see me wipe down one counter, you pretty much know I'm going to do all of them. So all the counters did get wiped down. I just didn't film me wiping down all of the counters because it takes a long time, and that would have made for a really long video for you guys. And of course the microwave and the fridge and the oven are all going to get wiped down because, yeah, I mean, it just needed it. It's a shrimp scampi is always a messy thing to clean, and just on the off chance that I had shrimp on my hands when I touched anything else, I try to disinfect. I'm telling you, I'm crazy about seafood and that. I disinfect everything.
you dry. Do you know I'm looking, and I can't help but smile? Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along, and I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete.
That big stain that you see under my coffee pot happens because water gets trapped under that mat that I put under the coffee maker, and it just discolors our granite. So to kind of get around that, what I do is you'll see me move the coffee maker kind of to the middle, and then I will leave that open overnight. In fact, you can already see it lightening up just from the little bit of time that it had already been uncovered. But I left it uncovered overnight. The next morning, you couldn't even tell where the water stain was. So, friendly hint, if that ever happens at your house with your granite, just leave it uncovered for a few hours and it'll usually return back to normal. And there it is, my nice, clean, beautiful kitchen. I mean, doesn't everybody have an abacus in their kitchen? I love waking up in the mornings and having the kitchen completely clean, ready to start the day. I don't always have the coffee bar completely clean, obviously, but every night I make sure I go to bed with the counters completely cleared off, cleaned up. Well, not cleared off, but you know, the normal stuff on them. But wiped down, cleaned off, dishes done, because I have just gotten to where I just like waking up and everything is good. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't already done so, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on.